Well, it's another big challenge for us, and we'll have to really work hard and prepare well for a good South Carolina team. Got the better of us over in Columbia, so we need to work hard, see if we can even the season series up here on Thursday night.
Coach, if you could just talk about how Staley has built that program into a strong team. I mean, in 6 years, I mean, how tough is it looking at what you've done here and trying to build this program when you look at what she's done? I mean, but what's the thing that impresses you most?
Well, Dawn's a great coach, and we have the benefit of knowing exactly how good she is because they're our rival, and we play them twice each and every year, no matter what. And so we've played a bunch of games over the last 6 years, and it's always tough, and it's always a South Carolina team that's going to compete very hard, and that's what I think Dawn's been all about, is just a real tough competitor, and I have tremendous respect for her as a coach because I've had a up close view of what they do. So she's a really good coach and a really tough competitor, and we have great battles, and they certainly I think have brought out the best in us over the years, and I think it's developed into a good rivalry.
Coach, what adjustments are you making in practice from the last time you guys played South Carolina?
Not many adjustments. We had a bad stretch at the very end of the half and the very beginning of the half, and we did a lot of really good things in the game. So we'll have to shoot the ball, but we shot 31%, just real hard to win. Anytime you shoot 31% and on the road, it's tough. So we need to shoot the ball better. That'd be one adjustment we need to make. We need to shoot the ball better than we did last time. But it's not going to be a real fancy game. They're real tough and tenacious, and that's what we want to be. And I just think it'll be the team that's tougher Thursday night and makes has a good shooting night. Will come out on top, but. They'll not see a whole lot different from us, and I doubt we'll see a whole lot different from them. We'll just need to play better than we did over there.
Coach, your offense kind of came on a little bit last week. Do the players seem like they have more confidence coming into this game, especially against such a defensive-minded team?
Well, they need to have some confidence. They did a good job last week and played well and scored a lot of points. Even in the loss to Florida, scored a lot of points. So we're playing well offensively. I was really impressed with our offensive maturity in Sunday. We had a lot of possessions that we were patient and didn't panic, and that's a really good sign for us. And we're a good offensive team, and they should be playing with confidence right now.
Matthew back here. Obviously a big win against Tennessee a couple of days ago. You kind of spoke upon a couple of weeks back about how this team was trying to find its consistency and its poise. Did this team find it in that Tennessee win?
Well, they sure took a step forward there, and you couldn't have won that game without some consistent play and poise. So they demonstrated both of that on Sunday, and that's going to be key as we move forward. And right now we're just trying to become the best team we can be, and I think consistency is really important. And in this game, South Carolina has really talented players, and they're playing well, and it's been a long time since they've lost a game, so we'll have to be consistent on Thursday.
I mean, as a coach, the light doesn't just suddenly come on with players over a course of a season. But what have you seen, or what did you see maybe in the few games before Florida and Tennessee, where they were starting to get it and really starting to buy into what you're telling them?
Well, we were just in a really bad mental and emotional place where, you know, we weren't all pulling in the same direction. We had different people discouraged for different reasons, and it was just sort of a collection of talented players, and it was not, you know, and none of them playing particularly well, and not a team pulling in the same direction. And so, you know, the Tennessee win was building long before. You know, I thought we, you know, did a really good job coming together and working hard to beat LSU. And we did a lot of work that week that didn't show up in the Florida game, but they worked hard that week. So, you know, it's to their credit, to everybody's credit, that you know, we really were able to assess where we were honestly, and the players gave feedback to the coaches, and coaches feedback to the players, and everybody is trying to pull together to be the best that we can be. You know, we just didn't handle January very well. So we'll see how we continue to progress, but they've certainly now put themselves in a position where they'll have a chance to, you know, show how good they can be, and I think they're all intent on doing that right now.
There was a lot of talk in that Ole Miss men's game last night about Marshall Henderson and the green light that he has to shoot whenever he wants. Does Jen O'Neill have that green light with you, or do you guys have an understanding of what shots and how many shots you want her to take?
It's real simple with Jennifer. We want her to attack off of ball screens and look to score there, and we want her down and ready when she doesn't have the ball, prepared to shoot. But we don't have a shot number. But it's just what opportunities are created in the game, and you know, like with Adia Mathis, I used to have to, you know, sort of threaten her with, if you're not the leading shot attempt person. So even if she took a forced shot or two, you know, just try to get her mindset right. But so that's not with Jennifer. We're just trying to focus on specific situations, and that's helped her a lot, kind of define. Because so many times Jennifer would be open, and you know, she would already make up her mind for some arbitrary reason. I need to pass more of this game, or you know, she just wasn't focused on what the play was calling for and what opportunity was presenting itself. So she's a good passer, and she's a good ball handler, and so she can impact. And she's a good defender. She can impact the game in more ways than just shooting. But it's just making the right decision at the time. And so, you know, she's one of the few players in the league that can create a shot on her own. She can drive you off, step back, raise up, you know, shoot some jumpers over people. There's some things that she can do that some players can't. So you will see her take some shots that maybe you wouldn't think would be advised for some others, but you know, I think that her mentality and her approach to the game is more important than any kind of, you know, number of shots I would place on her to take. So that's not how we approach the game.
The shot she took, I'm sorry, the shot she took that was, she was standing on the three-point line. It was like 1:39 left in the Tennessee game. She banked in that shot from the right side. Was that the kind of shot you want her to take in that moment, in that time? And, you know.
Well, it was 7 seconds on the shot clock, and so we tried to get 2 options for her. And so if she was we were either going to reverse it and she's going to come out of the other side, or we were going to fake it and try to come back. And so they, you know, had a big lineup, and some of the, you know, I just think it's hard for those kids to switch screens. You're so used to playing a post, and now you've got this little guard out there, and you think you're on her. But that was, you know, definitely the shot at that point, because the shot clock was going down. But we were running the play to try to get it to her. She had the hot hand, and you know, it was about time for us that we had one to bank in. We needed one to bank in because we've had a few that hadn't banked in or hadn't gone in. So I'm not going to apologize for that bank shot. That was a beautiful play.
Have you seen other players on the roster like kind of turn to Jen to look for that leadership that she's bringing? Like she's been scoring a whole bunch, but like you said, she also does a lot of passing around. Have you seen teammates look to her?
I think that the team and the players on the team understand that she's, a talented and gifted scorer, and then she's, well liked by her teammates, and so I think it helps everybody's confidence when she's playing well and playing with some composure and being very productive. I think that's energizing to the team.
Where do you feel like you are defensively in terms of at least where you think you can be?
I think we can play good enough defense to win the games we need to win. And, we are, when you compare us to Tennessee and South Carolina, we're a little undersized in the post. And so we have to play really, really good team defense, and we have to be very energetic with our footwork, and we have to do things properly. But, I don't know any other way to put it, but I think we can play good enough defense to win.
South Carolina is one of the best in the nation at blocking shots. Did you feel like they affected you guys some down there with their shot blocking ability? And what are some of the things that you try to do to get around that, I guess?
Yeah, just you've got to be aware of that, and you just have to make good decisions. And so it's a lot of discipline. You can't shy away and be scared and shoot all perimeter shots, but you have to understand, and as coaches, we're trying in practice that, hey, here's a good shot, here's not a good shot. And the two kids that had a block 10 of the shots are just really big kids with long arms and good timing, and they're good shot blockers. And we gave them a lot of opportunities to do that just by the way that we some of the shots that we selected. So shot selection's important, execution's important. You have to be sharp. You certainly can't be lazy in this game and just think that, you can take it into their, go, chest to chest with them and just try to, go through them. They're good shot blockers. So you have to be technically sound. You have to be sharp on your execution, and we'll be working hard to get that done. Thanks.